Hi, this is Kylie Coo. A very warm welcome to my studio. So we're into week 4 of holiday preparations, and the challenge that Nina and I have set this week for the Mixed Media Emporium is a holiday decoration. So I'm quite excited to be trying this because this is something that I haven't done before. So I am going to make what I'm calling a festive Boho Star. Now, I haven't made this before. I did a quick search to see if I could find one anywhere else. I couldn't, so not saying this is a first, but I didn't have anything to kind of go on, so I'm very much just creating this as I go along, although I did have a rough idea. So basically I've taken 4 paper straws. Now I've decided no measuring, I'm just going to eyeball this, so I'm taking 2 of the straws, I'm cutting them in half, and then I'm cutting each piece in half again. So in other words, 1 straw is going to make 4 pieces. Don't know why I put that to the side just now because I hadn't finished, but I'll come back in a moment and just show you that I do cut a few more. But all I'm doing here is kind of mapping out my star shape. So realising that, yeah, of course I'd taken out 3 straws because I need to use 3 straws. So cutting that one, I'm just trying to go carefully so that I don't actually squash the straw in half, although it is quite robust. Now obviously there are different star designs and you could make this in any number of different ways. So I'm going to cut this last one, and this is roughly going to be my star shape. So I'm going to use some of the Boho fabrics that I bought from Love Me Blue a while back, and I'll leave a link to her website in the description box below. And basically what I'm going to do is to cut a number of strips of material. And I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just going to make it slightly bigger than the piece of straw. And I don't know, it's about 6 inches long, but you need to make this according to the thickness of the material, etc., and how thick you might want it. But basically what I'm going to do is to cut out 10 pieces of material. And what I'll then do is to roll them up. So the way that you might do if you were making beads. You'll see I've mainly gone for greens, blues and golds, and just cutting them not all to the same length, but certainly roughly to the same width. I end up not using that particular piece. Anyway, I get all my fabric cut to size. I didn't use that one either because I thought if I start cutting through the sequins, they're going to fall off. Now, I've decided that what I'll do is I'll use a hot glue gun to glue my fabric onto the pieces of straw. I don't use a hot glue gun very often, so I'm not terribly experienced with it, although it worked out better than I expected. So I'm basically putting a line of the glue along the straw. It was better, there wasn't enough coming out there, so a line of glue along the straw. And I did manage to kind of touch it a couple of times and get small burns, nothing bad, but do have to be careful with it. So I then placed that on, and I was really pleased because it glued pretty quickly, but obviously you could use a fabric glue. Even a PVA, it might just take a little bit longer to dry, but the hot glue gun meant that it set pretty quickly. And then what I'm going to do is to roll it, and basically to keep it as tight as possible. So just being quite careful rolling that, trying to keep it tight. The fabric runs off a little bit just because the cuts weren't straight, but that's okay, that's easy enough to disguise or rectify. Just pulling it a bit there just to make certain. You'll see that it is slightly big, but that's absolutely fine because I will trim it off later. I would rather it was slightly on the big side than too small. Then what I'm going to do is to put another bit of glue along there. and then I'll just roll the fabric over that. Later on I more kind of rolled it on my table, and basically I am going to do that with all 10 pieces. Now I had two that were very thick and I decided they would make the star feel a bit unbalanced because they were so much thicker than the others. So I was actually able just to use that small piece of fabric that I cut off just to do these two. That was more than thick enough. You know, so if your material is thinner, you might want to use more, but if it's quite thick like this, you can get away with just kind of covering the straw and no more. And you know, I've used boho fabrics here, but you could use any sort of fabric, even a very plain natural linen type thing I think would look really nice. So once I've done all that, all I'm going to do is to trim off those pieces along the edge and just on the ends of the piece of straw. So I'm now going to use this floral wire. I had been hoping that I could find my thicker wire as well. I did want to use this, but I also wanted a thicker one, but wasn't sure where it was, so I've just had to make do. So I'm just looking at this and I'm just roughly measuring out. I mean, again, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So I take 4 times the length of the bead. Or I should say 4 times the length of the straw. Just double checking how many I need, and then what I'm going to do is to cut 10 pieces in total. Although I do make sure first of all that that length is going to be suitable. I've got these little decorative beads that I think will go quite nicely around the straws. I'm just thinking I better put them onto something, a little tray of some description, so I just use a lid to put them on. And what I'm going to basically do is to start to thread these onto my wire and to wrap them around what becomes like a bead. So I put, I think it was 12 beads onto each piece of wire. Now I'm just showing you there that I want to start and end with a piece of wire at either end of the straw. So there I am starting to put the beads on. I'm kind of slow with this. I don't know, my fingers never seem to be quite nimble enough to do it. I don't think my fingers were designed for small work like this, but I get it done anyway. So I then start to wrap the wire around the straw, just spacing out the beads. Now I would like to have gone over this with a second piece of wire and more beads. However, I was a little bit concerned that I might run out of the wire. As it turns out, I had plenty, but I didn't want to use it all up in this stage and then discover I didn't have enough to finish the project. So perhaps at some point I will go back and do another layer on these. So this was a bit fiddly. I wanted to make sure that I left a bit of wire at the end, and then basically just started to unwrap a little and move the beads around just to spread them out a little bit more evenly. And there you see it. So I basically did that with all 10. Now I want to start creating the actual star shape, and I'm going to use a variety of beads as well as my straw beads to do this. Now initially I had cut, I think it was 7 foot length of wire, because I was going to double the wire over to go through the straws, but unfortunately when it was doubled it wasn't going to go through those beads, so I had to cut it just as a single piece. So half a 7 is 3.5, so 3.5 feet, which was more than enough. And basically I started with one of those big beads. I put that onto my wire. I just put a little clip on the end just so nothing came off. I then put a bead on, I then put on one of the straw beads, and then I put on one of these smaller beads because I want the beads to sit at the joins, both in terms of the points of the star but also where it goes in. So basically I worked round just doing large bead, straw bead, small bead, large bead, straw bead, small bead until I had them all in place. Once I had them all on the wire, I then took that wire and I was just looking at how I might join it, but I did, after a bit of playing about with it, manage to get the wire, the other end of the wire, through the bead. So that just made it nice and even in the middle. So I just had to poke about a bit. I ended up cutting the end off because it was kind of a bit bent, a bit blunt, and I thought just a nice fresh end on it might just make it that little bit easier to go through. And it did. As I say, I just had to just keep playing with it, a little bit of patience, playing with it for a little while, and I got it through. And then it was a case of starting to form it into a star shape. So I just clipped those two wires together again. I didn't want to do anything more with them at this point because I wanted to have a bit of leeway so that if in bending and shaping the star I needed a bit more wire, there was scope there for me to do it, or equally there was scope for me to tighten it a bit. So you can see it basically taking on the star shape there, with the big beads at the points and the smaller beads more towards the centre where the star goes in the way. So what I then wanted to do was to take the pieces of wire at the end of the straw beads and to anchor them to the wire that was running through everything. So you can see there, I just wanted to pull that and take it around there. And I just wrap that round a few times and it just helps anchor it in place, and that just helped strengthen the entire structure. So at each end of the straw bead I just wrap the wire. And as I'm wrapping each and every one, I'm just also pushing the star back into shape, just making sure that it's still not too tight or too loose, and just trying to basically make sure that I can retain that star shape. So you see there, just pushing it in. And of course the wire is very flexible because it's not too thick, so that was no problem at all. When I got to the top, I then just took the ends of the two wires and just wrapped them around. So again, just anchoring it to the wire that was running through the straws. And then I simply cut off all the long bits with my scissors. Now, I will need to get a pair of pliers and go back and just push them all in place. I just didn't have those to hand. So I took out another decorative bead, it's a bigger sized one, and I was able to feed both pieces of wire through this. I wanted something just to make the top of it just that little bit more decorative, and all I did was I took a pencil and I just wrapped the wire around the pencil just to make a loop. So just, I think, about 3 times. I then took some of the longer pieces, the tails of the wire, and just wrapped them around the bottom of the loop, again just to secure everything in place. And then I just trimmed them off. And again, when I get my pliers, I will just make sure that the ends are just fully in place so there's no rough edges on them. But I just snipped that off. So to finish it off, I took a piece of ribbon and I just fed that through the loop and basically tied a knot at the top. So that is my Festive Boho Star. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this. And it took me a little bit longer than I intended. As I say, I'd quite like to put another layer of beads on. I should be able to do that. Even though I've got the main structure in place, I should still be able to do that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, and when the light hits it, it's really nice. I'm quite pleased with it. So I hope you'll give something like this a try. As I say, you don't need to use boho material, but it's just there to give you an idea. So of course Nina will also have a project this week, and I will leave a link to her project in the description box below, and I will also leave a link to the Mixed Media Emporium Facebook group just in case you're not a member and you would like to join us. So hope you've enjoyed this. As always, please take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And there's a couple of still images coming up. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.